Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in, welcome in. I do so hope everyone enjoyed their final weekend of June. Yes, 2026 is like halfway over, isn't that nutter butters? We had 9 sales this past weekend, so a slower weekend, and 4 sales on Friday and 5 sales on Saturday. You know what that means, folks? That means there was a no sale Sunday and the first no sale day in at least 3 months. I know because this is the first day that there hasn't been any sales since I started the cross list program, and I started that April 1st, April, May, June. Yeah, so at least 3 months since the day without sales. Isn't that sad? But it's because I really did almost no listing. I listed maybe 10 things this past week because I spent so much time just relaxing and getting ready for the auction. I always take it slow on auction weeks. So that's probably why, but that's fine. We had a couple of decent ones in here, so let's rattle through them. 4 eBay sales, 1 marketplace sale, 3 Depop sales, and 1 vintage sale. First up, we climaxed early this weekend because we have Ted Simmons, say 8-time or 4-time? 8-time All-Star inscribed, signed Major League Baseball with a Hall of Fame memorabilia sticker and COA. That sold for $50 on eBay, going to Ames, Iowa, just down the road an hour and a half. Then we have what I can't show you because it's sold on Marketplace, little local pickup. The baseball was a part of the baseball collection buyout, and that's the only thing you'll see from that buyout from this weekend. The Harley shirt was a Teleco Plains, Tennessee Harley shirt, size XL. It sold for $15. Cash money. To a nice local gentleman here in Center Point, I got that for $3 on Dibdit. Shout out Unit Mafia for that. Then we have 2 Depop sales. First up is Stephen King, The Dark Half. Sold for $6 on Depop. I got that on Dibdit. Shout out Poker Dude. I got a bunch of Stephen King books for $1 a piece. This one I did get for $2, but it sold for $6 on Depop. And our final sale, Bounce Bon Jovi CD. This sold for a few dollars on Depop. This was a part of the CD collection buy that I had over a year ago now. But this one didn't get listed for a while because I was jamming to it, if you will. That rounds up Friday, so we're going to blue skidoo weekend 2 right into Saturday. And look at this, folks. This is a Pokemon card. This is a Yamper Pokemon card. This is what a full art holographic Pokemon card. Let me tell you about this Pokemon card. So I watched Pokemon Season 1 way back when. I can ramble a little bit because we don't have very many sales this weekend. I watched Season 1. I was into Pokemon a little bit, I guess. I don't know, when I was 6, maybe. 2001, 5. And so I had cards, and, I quickly got into Yu-Gi-Oh! When it came out. So I wasn't into Pokemon for very long. So I hadn't opened a pack of Pokemon cards in 25 years. Had to have been. When was Season 1? Oh, somewhere around then. And I was at a garage sale, and I didn't see anything to buy to flip, but this guy obviously was a Pokemon reseller. He had lots of Pokemon, and, there's a fanatic craze. There's a craze, huge Pokemon craze. I never really got into it. But I said, you know what? Let's have some fun. So I bought a $10 pack of cards. And this was my pull, folks. The other one wasn't worth, the rest weren't worth nothing, so I sold that bad boy for $3. But you know what? It's probably a good thing, because if this card would have been worth even $11, I feel like I would have been somewhat hooked as like, oh, I opened a pack of cards and I made a profit. And I did not get hooked because my big win, and that is actually decent to get a pull of $3 pull. So I'm not hooked. So that's where that went, and that was a tangent. But here's the deal. Next, I sold this Taz plush for $4 on eBay, going to Douglas, Massachusetts. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. He's got a camo hat. Then I sold this. This is the oldest listing of the weekend. This is a focusing finder, a Kodak focusing finder. I had no idea what it is, and still really don't know what it is. But this was at an estate sale that had a ton of camera things, and so I think I grabbed like 2 things and took a chance on them. The other one sold really quick. This one did not. This one was listed for not quite a year, but close to it. It was around August of last year. It sold for $10. I paid $3 for it, and it's going to Brooklyn, New York, so not a crazy good flip there. Finally, we have, well, I guess we have two more. We have this Pandora World of Avatar puzzle. This is a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle from the movie Pandora, or the movie Avatar. It's the World of Avatar, a sealed 1,000-piece puzzle. I got this for $1.50 at a garage sale, and it sold for $20 on Depop. And our final sale happened on Vinted. Going to the United Kingdom, these are a pair of boys size 12 youth Monster Jam Grave Digger canvas casual style shoes. They sold for $11 going to the UK. These I actually got a long time ago over on Dibdit. I organized a raid train. It was my first raid train, and it was an absolute disaster. I ended up organizing, I think, 3 raid trains. The other 2 went all right, but the first one was a disaster. People dropping out, and then people signing up, and then the day before, like 3 people dropping. It was a disaster. And then it was a kids' clothing one is why. And then during the day, people were just bombing and trying to fill these hour spots of just selling nothing. So I felt terrible because I organized it, so I made sure to buy at least one thing from each person in the raid train. Yay, that's why I don't do raid trains anymore. But I bought these from the Goat Hoarder over there on Dibdit. Shout out him. No idea what I paid for them. They sat in my kids' closet for at least a year until I grabbed them down because we were cleaning their closet. I said, you know what, it's going to be ages till they fit into this, so I'm just going to sell them. And they sold very quickly for $11. I'll see you soon.